Welcome back to my channel, Chinahan, where my goal is to enlighten you about China from a spiritual point of view. Now, this topic will be about the journey for peace in 1972. For those of you that are familiar with what happened in 1972, President Nixon, who I consider one of the worst presidents in the 20th century in comparison with Joe Biden in the 21st century. Now, why would I consider Nixon one of the worst presidents in the 20th century? One of the worst American presidents? For the simple fact that it was under his administration in 1972 that the United States began the process of basically funding and investing in a regime that has become so hostile to the United States that, as you can see, that country is on the brink of war with Taiwan, a nation that since its inception has never gone to war with anyone, never initiated any form of hostility against any of its neighbors, ever. Thanks to Richard Nixon and Henry Kissinger, who I've had the opportunity to stand about 50 feet away from and look directly into the man's eyes and see pure evil. Thanks to these two individuals and others, they have basically helped China turn into a major superpower from a country that could barely feed itself, had no air force, no nuclear weapons, and no major infrastructure until the United States began heavily investing into that country. I will even go further and say, had not Richard Nixon went to China and helped open that country up economically, we would probably, we, the world, the United States, would not, and Taiwan, would not be dealing with all of the problems that we are facing today. Now, Richard Nixon, I don't know his spiritual background. I can't say the man was a Christian or wasn't a Christian, believed in Jesus Christ, didn't believe in Jesus Christ. I don't know, that's between him and God, but I would say this: he lacked so much discernment in the obvious, the obvious. There are so many other countries in 1972 that the United States could have helped develop and would continually reap the benefits until now, other than China. And there's absolutely nothing that the United States could say that they've benefited from on a whole. I mean, there have been many wealthy communists, fascists, businesses, and entrepreneurs that have American that have reaped untold riches with the contracts and deals that they've made with China. But has it benefited the overall people around the world? No. Will it? Never. And in the United States, you have people talking about nostalgically and history books praising Richard Nixon as one of the best presidents in American history. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. How in the world could you vouch for peace with a country that has been continually at war since Qin Shi Huang united China under one flag? Now, for those of you that are not familiar with Qin Shi Huang was, you could consider, the founder of the Qin dynasty. And he united the warring kingdoms under one nation that everyone now considers to be called China. From the days of Qin Shi Huang until the last war that the Chinese fought with the Vietnamese in the late 70s, that country has been continually at war with its neighbors. And yet these people talk about a peaceful rise of China. These people don't understand, and I don't think they've read the history of China. The history of China is brutal, violent, and plagued with war after war after war, dynasty after dynasty after dynasty. The last dynasty was the Qing dynasty that ended around 1901. And even after that, some people believe that the dynasty that rose after that was the Red Dynasty, the PPC dynasty. And that dynasty is no different from any of the other dynasties because they're threatening war. And the only reason why they haven't gone to war with any of their neighbors in the last 40 years is because they've been building up military wealth and economic wealth to do so. I'm going to end here with a caveat. China is eventually going to attack Taiwan. Will it be successful? That's left to be seen. Please like and subscribe share this content, and if you like it, give me some suggestions, and write your comments down below. I'd like to hear from you. Until next time.